Hi guys, it's your girl Me-Anie here. I am finally able to go live again. As you probably saw, like there's a little snippet a few days ago of me trying to get my phone set up while I was at the Best Buy store. Um, so that's all set up, thank God. Let me see what this is. Okay, so this video, I wanted to give you guys an update as to what happened while I was on my little absence. Probably about a month ago, it was like the 25th of November. I had a little scare where we thought I was having like some kind of a stroke or a heart attack or something cardiac, because all the signs that I was having was pointing to that type of issue. So I was at work one day and my left arm started hurting, and it wasn't like a pain that I can associate with like hurting myself, like falling or pulling a muscle or anything like that. It was more so like a numb kind of pain that would come and go, and it wasn't like I can move around and this pain would start to like act up. It would just come and go, and it would like go up and down my left arm. So I'm in surgery that day and I'm feeling this pain. And I told the doctor, and she's like, like, do you want to go to the hospital? Like, I really think you should go get that checked out. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm fine. Everything's going to be okay. So I think I'm really, really good at ignoring stuff and kind of brush. I don't know. This is the first time I'm doing this on this phone, so I see like ahead, and I think that's people that's in here. If anybody's in here, type so I can kind of see who is in here. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out as I go. Anyhow, so I told the doctor, like my arm is hurting and it feels weird. It's not like an achy, it's not a painful, like somebody punched me in the arm type of pain. It's just more so an ache. So she's telling me, like, I really think you should go get it checked out. I'm like, nah, I'm good. So I brushed it off for the rest of the day. Didn't take anything. So probably like a week later, I'm laying in bed and it woke me up. Like the pain, or the ache, I should say, was so much so, like it was so present that it woke me up out of my sleep, and I could not sleep anymore. So I sat there from like 3 to 4 for maybe an hour, and I started texting my manager like, hey, what's the name of your doctor, because I'm down here but I don't have a doctor down here, honestly. Like I haven't taken the time to find myself a primary caregiver, anything like that. So I'm asking her for her information, not really expecting her to respond because it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I sat there for like an hour trying to see if this pain would subside, and then I would just be able to go back to sleep. So it didn't go away, did not go away at all. I ended up like texting everybody at work, letting them know like, hey, I'm actually about to go to the ER. Something's going on like with my arm, like the pain is coming and it's going, and it's like severe this time around. So I ended up going to the ER like 4 o'clock in the morning, told them what was going on. And surprisingly, I thought I was going to have to wait. Like I started sitting down and she was like, no, come on, we're going to take you right back. So I go back and they give me the full workup. When I say full workup, I'm talking about, let me see exactly what they did. Because baby, I got the bills now. They did, I remember they did blood work, so they took a bunch of blood. And I will say this, hey Tyler, when I was getting the catheter placed, I was just sitting there like, man, I really want to be good at my skill. Really want to be good at my skill and what I'm doing as far as being a vet tech, because in that moment, like you're trusting somebody else to be able to poke you one time, get that vein, and draw this blood without putting you in any more pain than what you're already experiencing. So I was just sitting there like, man, I don't know why this is happening, but I need to really take this as a lesson and make sure that I hone my skills, as they say. So that's a little bit off track, but she, drew like tons of blood. I mean, tubes that I've never seen before. Working in the field, I've seen like different tubes, like your EDTA, that's your purple, your black and red, that's your tiger top, serum separator, stuff like that. But she pulled out like colors that I've never seen before. They gave me like this full extensive blood workup, urine, everything. So they did blood. They then did chest rads to see if, you know, anything was going on there. They did an EKG. They had me on like blood pressure machines. They did an ultrasound of my arm, so under my left arm and along my neck, to see if I had like a blood clot that was possibly traveling up through, you know, through my veins going up to my my brain. What else did they do? They did all these tests. So I'm sitting there and I'm not feeling like too well. My arm, the pain is coming and going, and they basically told me like everything was fine. Like all my blood work came back good. All my tests came back normal. Everything was fine. So the doctor finally comes in and he's telling me, well, you know, I think it's just a rotator cuff. Like you injured your rotator cuff, and it's a pull muscle, it's a strain muscle. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I have not done anything at all in the past few days or weeks that would cause me to have that type of injury. So I'm sitting there like you honestly telling me we just ran all these damn tests to find out I'm fine, which is good, you know, like you want to know you're okay, but at the same time it's a double-edged sword. You're fine, but then you're not. Like, what is causing this freaking pain? So we never figured out what it was. They gave me a prescription for, I think it was naproxen, which is like a really strong pain medication. And I'm not too big on pain meds. Like if I take medication at any time, it's gonna work because I don't take medication unless my damn foot is falling off, and I still got both my legs, so we know I don't take medications. So I never got that prescription filled. And a few days later, I went to work. I told my doctors about it. The owner of the practice, he was like, nah, that don't sound right. Like, that doesn't sound like a rotator cuff injury. Because normally if it is, if you try to lift something, then you're going to experience pain in your shoulder. And that was not the case. And then I spoke to one of the other doctors, and she was asking me questions, you know, like, does your back hurt? Stuff like that. So I actually do have, like, pain down the center of my back. So, like, down the center of my back here, I have, it's like super tight and sore. And she said, I think that's what it is because I have the same problem. So she was explaining to me, like, when you have pain in the center of your back, it can actually extend out to your arms and you'll feel that numbing pain. And she had these two, and this is the funniest thing to say, she had this sack with these two blue balls in it. And she said, here, just rub this on your back. And I'm looking at her like, really? You want me to rub your sack of blue balls on my back in this office? We started cracking up. But the idea behind it is these two balls, as you rub them on your back, is going to feel uncomfortable, but it's eventually going to relieve the knots and kind of alleviate that pain. So I remember that day, it was a Saturday. I did all types of stuff. I had a TENS unit from my neighbor. I was shocking myself. I did some laser therapy on myself. I did hot cold treatments. I did yoga exercises to work this pain out because it eventually moved into my right shoulder. I mean, it was so stiff to the point where I couldn't even like move my shoulder up. So the pain went from my back to my shoulder. So I went to work and I told them about that, and that's when she told me about, you know, rubbing these damn balls, these blue balls on my back. So on our lunch break, we didn't have any kind of urgent cares that Saturday, thank God. So we were actually able to take a break. So we're outside sitting down. She's painting her damn toenails. My one of the doctors, she's painting her toes. The other girl is eating sushi, and I'm out there on my yoga mat because she's practicing to be a yoga instructor, and she's telling me these exercises to do. So I'm out there stretching and doing these exercises and everything. So I want to say within the next couple of days, I went to yoga on Sunday with her, and I actually felt so much better. Now, I don't know what to attribute it to because, like I said, I did the TENS unit, and that's basically a shocking unit where you put these little stickers on yourself and you amp up the amp. What is it? Amps? You up the amp. I'm outside. You turn up the amps until you can actually feel the shock. Stop, Siler. So I had mine up to like 32, and I eventually started to feel the shocks. I had 2 on my back, 2 right here, and I had that thing running for like 3 hours. So I don't know if it was that. I don't know if it was the laser therapy. I don't know if it was the hot cold therapy that I did, the yoga stretching, the balls, or a combination of all of them. But I ended up feeling so much better. Happy to say it wasn't a freaking stroke, wasn't a heart attack or anything like that. But let me tell you, about these damn bills. Jesus Lord, look at this. All right, hold on, let me turn this up real quick. Hold on. My battery is about to die, so that's why it's dimming out. So I don't know if this is going to be backwards for you guys. It probably is. The total medical claims was $6,125, and good thing my insurance covered a bulk of that. But for me out of pocket, it's going to be like $700 to find out that I was not having a damn stroke or a heart attack. So that's all good, but I mean, damn, really, all that to find out that I was not having a damn stroke or a heart attack. That was just my scare. It was really, I didn't like that whole ordeal, because in that moment you start thinking like, I'm kind of young for this to be happening, but really and truly, you never know when this stuff can happen to you. And one of the doctors, she wanted to say it. She was like, well, I'm really worried because, it's and I was like, what, prominent in black people? And she was like, yes, I really want you to get it checked out. But she didn't want to come off as saying it like in that manner. Anyhow, everything is fine, thank God. I was able to go back to work shortly after that. And when I got there, people were like, what are you doing here? You was just in the freaking ER. I'm like, everything's good. I'm still feeling the stupid pain, but I'm all good. Anyhow, guys, that was my damn scare from last month, and that's kind of making me wonder, what else is there that's lingering that you don't know about. But my blood work was good, so I'm happy about that. My EKG, all that jazz was good. Gotta start taking care of yourself. You never know when this shit can go south. And my challenge for myself actually this month, I'm trying really hard, because one of my coworkers had this weird ass dream about me. She dreamt that we were at work and everybody was like hovered around me in the treatment room, and I didn't have no damn legs, okay? I didn't have any legs at all. I got into some kind of accident where my legs were gone, and all the doctors were around me, and they were like trying to fix me up, and they fixed me up, and then I'm like dragging myself through the hospital, and I'm working. I'm working while all this is happening, and we're sitting there cracking up, and I'm like, this is freaking crazy. But I started thinking about that, and I'm like, you know what, I've been eating way too many sweets, because I actually got a gift. I'm gonna show you guys. I've been getting like all this freaking candy for gifts. Like, I don't want to, stop giving me freaking candy, don't give me no damn chocolate. So this was a jar, like a glass of candy. And then this bag up here, when I pass my Me-Anies, they know I love Snickers. Half of this bag was filled with freaking Snickers. And I've been eating so much sweet stuff lately that I need to tone that down. So I'm putting myself on a 40-day, what is it called? Fast of meats and sweets. And I'm really going to strive, especially for the sweets, because honestly, my diabetes run in my family. My grandmother from my biological father's side, she got both her legs amputated, and she died of diabetes. My grandmother from my father's side, no blood at all, she also had diabetes. So it's something that my sister should also be aware of. And I think it's also on my mom's side, some diabetes there. So either way, I'm freaking screwed. So I really want to watch the amount of sugar that I'm taking in, because I don't want to lose my legs. I love my legs. It's a scary situation. So my goal is to find a primary care doctor down here. And since I'm paying all this damn money for insurance, like, I need to get stuff checked out and make sure that the girl is okay, so she is around to take care of this damn dog. Watch out, side guy. And everything else. Anyhow, guys, I am going to wrap up this video. I actually have another video that I want to record, but I'm going to do that on my camera, edit that up and post it. That video is going to, someone asked me to post a video talking about how Write It Down, Make It Happen works. I did one like a long time ago, but I'll kind of go into what I did to pass my VTNEs and preparing for that and the mindset that I have, and a book that I'm reading now that's teaching me a lot of other elements that kind of go along with it. So I'm gonna stop this video, gonna go record that, and then I'll post that probably a little bit later tonight. So until next time, guys, it's your girl Me-Anie. Be safe. Try to be healthy for the new year. Don't even wait till the new year. Just start that shit now. You don't have to wait till the new year. Get started. I know I will. I'm gonna go get this cat. I will talk to you guys later. I'll see ya. Bye. Come on, Bill.